Get what you want, get what you want, get what you want out of life.
With help from the Fair Housing Center, hundreds of Chicagoland minority families have moved into their own homes. They live in friendly, safe communities throughout the city and suburbs. These families are ready to welcome you. Let the Fair Housing Center help you locate, finance, and purchase a home of your own. Move on up. Call the Fair Housing Center now at 641-1035.
We, the people.
Nosotros, de gente.
我们人民.
Mia Dumaville.
Hum sab log. We the people hold these truths
to be self-evident that all men
and women are created equal
and shall be afforded
the inalienable right
to fair housing.
The City of Durham and HUD are committed to ensuring that everyone is treated equitably when searching for a place to call home.
Veterans who return from war with physical disabilities, PTSD, depression, or thoughts of suicide seek help. Treatment often involves an assistance animal or service dog. Under fair housing laws, these animals are not pets and should not be subject to a no pets rule, higher rent, pet deposits, or breed restrictions. That's the law. Fair housing laws protect against housing discrimination on the basis of disability and other protected classes. If you believe you've been a victim of housing discrimination, contact the Legal Aid Society of San Diego.
Anthony is wanted everywhere.
Anthony's on my team. Oh, he's on my team.
But recently, Anthony went with his parents to find a new place to live.
It's already rented.
But housing discrimination is illegal, so Anthony's parents filed a complaint. And now they have a wonderful place to live. If you believe you've been discriminated against because of your race, color, religion, national origin, sex, familial status, or disability, contact your local Fair Housing Center.
We don't take kids in this building.
We don't allow pets, not even guide dogs.
When you suspect housing discrimination, call the Fair Housing Center, 1-800-328-8071. Fair Housing opens doors. That's the Fair Housing Center.
I deserve fair housing, and there's laws to protect my rights.
My housing application was denied because the landlord didn't think I could keep up the apartment with my 1-year-old son.
I wanted to move out on my own, but landlords didn't think that people who look like me would pay the rent.
I deserve the right to find a place to live without facing discrimination for my age or my appearance.
I deserve fair housing.
I deserve fair housing, and it's the law.
In the state of California, discrimination by a housing provider is illegal. If you feel you've been a victim of discriminatory housing practices, please contact Bay Area Legal Aid for support.
Make sure you know your rights as a renter. Fair housing is not just something you deserve, it's the law.
I deserve fair housing.
My ethnic background shouldn't matter to a housing provider.
My disability should not prevent landlords from renting to me.
I deserve fair housing treatment for my children.
I deserve fair housing, and it's the law.
In California, it is unlawful for a housing provider to discriminate on the basis of factors like race, religion, national origin, family status, gender, or disability. If you feel you've been a victim of discriminatory housing practices, please contact Bay Area Legal Aid for support.
Make sure you know your rights as a renter. Fair housing isn't just something you deserve, it's the law.
He fought overseas for his country and shouldn't have to fight housing discrimination at home. If you feel that you've been denied the sale, rental, or financing of a home because of disability, report it to HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Housing discrimination isn't just unfair, it's against the law.
Where one door closes, another door opens.
Welcome to our new home.
Fair housing opens the door for everyone. Don't be a victim of housing discrimination. Know your rights. For more information, please contact Fayetteville Cumberland Human Relations at 910-433-1696 or 433-1982.
You've been unfairly shut out from the housing of your choice. What can you do? In Pittsburgh, you have the legal right to rent or buy whatever you choose. No doors should slam due to ignorance or discrimination. Pittsburgh is a city of vibrant neighborhoods. Let's make sure Pittsburgh is the most livable city for everyone. Contact the City Commission on Human Relations for help opening those doors. You've been unfairly shut out from the housing of your choice. What can you do? In Pittsburgh, you have the legal right to rent or buy whatever you choose. No doors should slam due to ignorance or discrimination. Pittsburgh is a city of vibrant neighborhoods. Let's make sure Pittsburgh is the most livable city for everyone. Contact the City Commission on Human Relations for help opening those doors.
Let's play a game. Let's pretend you own an apartment building and I want to rent from you. I have a steady job, good salary, and good credit. Would you rent your place to me? What if I have an accent? Would you still rent to me? What if I have a disability? What if I'm a single parent? Would you steer me away? Would you?
Housing discrimination in Colorado is against the law. If you believe you have a discrimination complaint, call the Colorado Civil Rights Division.
Hi, I'm here about renting a house. Hey, haven't I seen you over there at that program that serves people with mental problems? Yeah, but you're not going to hold that against me, are you? I have a steady income and good references. Look, it just doesn't work to rent to people with mental problems, I know. Look, I have feelings and I have rights. What you're doing here is discriminatory, and that's illegal.
To report a case of housing discrimination, call the Maryland Commission on Human Relations at 1-800-637-6247.
Let's stop housing discrimination. It hurts.
What happens when people take action against housing discrimination? My friends were told they might be more comfortable in another neighborhood. My coworker was pressured by her landlord to pay her rent with sexual favors. My neighbor was told she needs to get rid of her dog, even though he's an assistance animal. They all reported these forms of housing discrimination. When you don't report them, landlords and owners are allowed to keep breaking the law. Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, report it, like we did.
If you suspect that you've been discriminated against because of race, color, religion, national origin, sex, familial status, or disability, report it to HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Visit hud.gov/fairhousing or call the HUD hotline at 1-800-669-9777. Fair housing is your right. Use it.
What happens when people take action against housing discrimination? My coworker was pressured by her landlord to pay her rent with sexual favors. My neighbor was told she needs to get rid of her dog, even though he's an assistance animal. Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, report it to HUD, like we did.
They all reported discrimination and were able to secure their fair housing rights under the law. Visit hud.gov/fairhousing or call the HUD hotline. Fair housing is your right. Use it.
They told us the apartment was rented, and they rented it to someone else a few days later.
If you're black, you've got to be famous to live where you want. You call up. The agent has a house. Show your face. It vanishes.
With the for sale sign right outside, the agent told me the place was sold already. I'll tell you why me and my family can't live in that neighborhood. Because we are black.
The ad said the apartment was $148. We got there and the rent was $165. $165. There ought to be a law.
There is a law. The Fair Housing Law of 1968.
And anybody who stops you from living anyplace because of your color, religion, race, is breaking that law. Don't let him get away with it. Write for your rights to Fair Housing, Washington, D.C. Unfair housing isn't unfair. It's illegal.
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
Oh, this neighborhood isn't really for your kind. You know what I mean.
You know what this means. You're being discriminated against because of your race. Housing discrimination is against the law.
Hi, I'm here about the rental house.
It's taken.
Hola, I'm here for the rental house.
It's taken.
I'm here about the rental
It's taken.
Hello, I'm here about the rental house.
Come on in.
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, call your local housing authority. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
The apartment has been rented. We only take people who speak English. I can't give you a handicapped space. We don't take kids.
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you've been denied or treated differently because of your race, color, religion, national origin, sex, disability, children in your household, or elderliness, call Piedmont Housing Alliance at 434-817-2436.
I went to look for a place to rent. They said no.
COVID-19 inequity is real. Housing discrimination can make it worse. Suspect housing discrimination because of your race, color, or national origin? Contact HUD.
Lisa, can you help me with this?
Shouldn't you be doing that at home?
What if we do mediation right after intake?
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Like I said before, prayer is personal. You can pray at home, not at work.
I'm Muslim. I have to pray at work. If I can't pray in my cube, can I pray in the employee lounge?
You can't pray at work.
Miren, niños, aquí es. ¡Qué linda la casa! A mí también me gusta. ¿Se alquila?
No, I'm sorry. It's already rented.
La discriminación al comprar o alquilar una vivienda es ilegal. Si sospecha discriminación por su origen étnico, acento, raza, discapacidad o porque tiene niños, llame a Fair Housing of Marin al 415-457-5025.
COVID-19 has made it hard for many people to pay rent. Some landlords say, I'll reduce the rent in exchange for sex. That's sexual harassment under the Fair Housing Act. You're protected from harassment by landlords or their employees.
Sexual harassment doesn't just happen at work. It happens in housing every day. If an apartment manager refuses to make repairs unless you go on a date, that's a violation of the Fair Housing Act and is against the law. If a maintenance staff person repeatedly confronts you and propositions you for sex, creating a hostile environment, report it to HUD. If a landlord threatens to evict you or increase your rent if you don't provide sexual favors, contact HUD for help. You deserve to be safe at home. If you believe you've experienced sexual harassment, file a complaint at hud.gov/fairhousing. Fair housing is your right. Use it.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Oh, it's gone. Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available?
Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
Just been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo. Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg. I use a wheelchair. It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you. Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
What is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
Let's play a game. Let's pretend for a moment. You own an apartment building, and I want to rent from you. I have a steady job, I make a good salary, and have a good credit history. Would you rent your place to me? How about now? Do you still like me, or have your opinions changed? What if I have an accent? Or a last name that sounds foreign? What if I have a disability? What if I'm a single parent? Would you steer me away? Would you close the door? Would you?
The Fair Housing Act protects your right to live where you want, no matter what your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status. If you think you've been discriminated against, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
All across America, people dream of home ownership. Your race, national origin, color of your skin should not affect your dream of owning a home. All too often, lenders target minorities and minority communities with bad loan products, destroying dreams and ruining lives. Lending discrimination is unlawful. If you believe a lender has targeted you with a bad loan, call HUD at 1-800-669-9777 or go to HUD's website, hud.gov/fairhousing. HUD. One call, many answers.
When the flood came, it destroyed our home. We found temporary shelter, but we needed to find a new home. Everywhere we looked, we kept getting turned down.
I'm sorry, we don't allow children in this complex.
If a landlord has denied you housing because you have children, that's housing discrimination. Housing discrimination isn't just unfair, it's illegal. Report it to HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Racial steering is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, call the National Fair Housing Alliance. We'll respond within 24 hours and help you take action.